How to cook baked rice in the oven. Simple and easy to prepare is baked rice. Every time, it tastes fantastic and steams properly. When you bake rice, those days are over if you've ever felt incompetent when baking rice. You eliminate all of the guesswork from the procedure by baking rice. It is quick, simple, and entirely hands-free. Even better, you can prepare many dishes at once. A pan of hands-free cashew chicken will go perfectly with your oven rice if you slide it in. My rice never cooks properly. I'm not sure why, but I just can't prepare rice that tastes decent. Have you ever spoken such phrases? I assure you that you are not alone. The only affordable decent food that people consistently have trouble making is rice. What is it about rice that causes home chefs such difficulty? Fortunately, it truly is simple to make, especially when you bake the rice. Why do this? It's simple. A simple side dish to make is baked rice. Dinner preparation is a cinch because it requires minimal work and can bake in the oven with other things. In the oven, I particularly enjoy baking rice next to a pan of hands-free cashew chicken. It matches everything. Every civilization on earth like rice because it is filling, adaptable, and affordable. Asian bowls, Catalan paella, Cajun jambalaya, French pilafs, Mexican meals, Italian risotto, Asian cuisine, French pilafs, and Mediterranean cuisine all use this little grain. Many curries, including chicken tikka masala, start with it. It is impregnable. It's to your best advantage to learn how to cook good rice because it's used in so many cuisines and complements so many delectable foods. You'll feel confident including rice as a regular item in your meal planning thanks to this straightforward method for baking rice in the oven. Ingredients. The list of ingredients is not long. Rice, salt, and really hot, boiling water is all you need. There is no need for anything extra because rice is easily accessible at practically any grocery shop. For this baked rice dish, we use conventional long-grain rice, but you may simply substitute other varieties. However, you might need to change the water to rice ratio or the cooking time. Rice won't cling to the glass baking dish with the aid of non-stick cooking spray. Although the type of rice you use isn't very important, the tools you employ are. Either bake your rice in a Dutch oven with a tight-fitting lid, as we do here, or tightly cover the 9x 13-inch baking dish with heavy-duty aluminum foil to prevent heat loss. The rice should steam or bake in a covered pan. Variations. Once you've mastered basic baked rice, you should attempt the flavorful baked lemon and thyme rice. Step-by-step guidelines. 3 ingredients and 30 minutes are needed to bake rice in the oven. It requires only one dish and nearly always turns out flawlessly. Any recipe that enables you to prepare food simultaneously for cooking and serving is a winner in my book. Clean a baking pan, then start some water to boil. Set the oven's temperature to 425. In the preheated pan, add salt and uncooked rice. Pour the hot water in. Heavy-duty aluminum foil should be used to securely cover the pan. For 20 minutes, bake. With a fork, fluff the rice before serving. This meal is so simple. Watch the video to discover just how simple it is. How to manage leftovers. You may package the leftovers and reheat them within the following 4 days, provided you haven't overdone your rice or left it out for too long to dry out. Rice that is cold and dry is ideal for vegetable fried rice. I frequently cook extra so that I may prepare fried rice later. Directions for freezing. Cooked rice may be frozen. Simply place it in an airtight container, let it become cold in the fridge, and then freeze. Thaw and warm the rice to reheat. The rice might occasionally be a little drier after freezing than it was before. As a result, it is perfect for fried rice and soups. Success suggestions. Follow the ratios. For every cup of long-grain rice, use 2 cups of water. For every cup of brown rice, use 2 cups of water. Increase the baking time to 45 minutes. and for every cup of basmati or jasmine rice, use 1½ cups of water. Ensure that the water is boiling before adding it to the rice. It simply won't cook properly in hot water. How long should I boil the rice? When using white rice, this recipe for baked rice in the oven takes 20 minutes. The cooking time should be increased to 45 minutes if you're using brown rice. Make sure the grains are well cooked and the water has been absorbed. For optimal results, use water that is boiling hot. Which kind of rice works best in this recipe? We just used long-grain white rice for this dish, the same kind we use for our seasoned rice pilaf. The time it takes to bake the rice may change if you use a different kind of rice. Brown rice, for instance, needs 45 minutes to bake. How should uncooked rice be kept? Rice should be kept in a cold, dry location in an airtight container. I put the bags of rice in my pantry in a big food service container. While many types of white rice may be kept at room temperature indefinitely, brown rice only lasts around 3 to 6 months at room temperature. By keeping it in the fridge or freezer, you can increase its shelf life. When brown rice smells rotten or odd, it has reached the end of its shelf life. Seal the container after each usage to keep the rice clean and free of pollutants and pests. Recipe outlays. Purchasing rice in bulk is in your best interest if you enjoy using it in a variety of cuisines and taste combinations. At my neighborhood Ralph's, this 10-pound bag of rice cost me $3.52. That works out to 35 cents per pound. Compare pricing at several retailers and think about maintaining a record of the ones you frequently visit. Make it a habit to purchase rice from the retailer with the cheapest per unit price. Equipment: 9 by 13-inch baking pan, robust aluminum foil, a water heater, cooking oil-free spray. Ingredients: 2 cups uncooked long-grain white rice, salt, 1/2 teaspoon, 4 cups of boiling water. Instructions: set the oven to 425 degrees. Spray nonstick cooking spray in a 9x 13-inch baking dish. In the bottom of the pan, add the rice and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Immediately after adding the hot water to the pan, wrap it with sturdy aluminum foil. Enclose the edges firmly. Bake for 20 minutes after placing the pan in the oven. With a fork, fluff the rice before serving.